In the morning, when I was preparing some points for today's speech, I came across that the Jaipur city was designed on principles of harmony and proportion. The idea was so that no part of the city ever overwhelms another. Then I thought that nothing can be a better venue for a conference on mediation than the Jaipur, because that is what precisely mediation asks us. It says, no single voice, however powerful, be allowed to overwhelm another. Friends, we meet here under a theme that sounds almost like a paradox: peace, mediation, and the rule of law. For centuries, we were trained to think of these two ideas as belonging to different worlds. The rule of law, we are taught, lives in the courtroom in precedent, in the solemn authority of a judgment. Peace, on the other hand, was thought to live somewhere softer, in conversation, compromise, in the art of two people finding a way back to each other. This conference exists to correct that old, tired assumption. Peace is not the absence of law. Peace is one of law's finest achievements. I am reminded of those stories which we learnt in childhood, when there were no lawyers near and around the villages and a dispute would arise, and as the Honorable Chief Minister very aptly pointed out, that the village Panchayat would sit and resolve the disputes. The elders of the village will sit together, talked until the matter was resolved. Nobody called it as an alternative dispute resolution. In those days, we called it as Panchayat. It was mediation before the word became fashionable. And it worked because everyone present there one thing in common, and that was very important. What was that in common? They had to live in that very village long after the dispute was over. That, to my mind, is the truest test of any peace.